we're not ready. We're not ready, and we need to get ready. I was gonna just go take off my makeup, but I was like, I'm not gonna get this urge or conviction to do this. I might as well just do this now. So I don't think we're ready. There's a lot of things that we need to do in order to get ready for what's coming. And yes, people are talking about, diversify your income and, don't take on new debt, and financially make sure that you have multiple streams of income. 100% of your income can't come from one source. But what I want to highlight, which is what people are not really talking about, they're mentioning it, but it's not a priority. And I believe it should be a priority, is building a community. You know how people like to talk about building their algorithm brick by brick? I think this is the time to start building your community brick by brick. And this new era, if you're an island, you're not going to survive this. If you're someone who goes to church or who used to go to church, I suggest that you find a good church where there's community. I suggest that if church is not your thing, which I think should be your thing, find a club of some sort, a book club, a running club. High Rocks is a thing. It's a thing that's like recent, and I don't know why people are paying to be in pain, but I think it's created a community. And it just reminds me of COVID times where people used to die in their apartments and it'd be days before they found it. So I truly believe this is a time to build your community brick by brick. And one suggestion I would recommend is you start hosting people for dinner. And I know in this economy you can't have dinner parties every single day. You really can't. All I'm saying is like make a simple dinner, invite a friend over, or invite your neighbor over and get to know them. Build that community, build that trust. Or you can rotate as friends during the week. That okay, Monday you're cooking, Tuesday, or twice a week, whatever your budget allows. But you cannot afford to live a kind of life where nobody knows if you're alive or not, or nobody knows if you're home or not. So I really believe it's a time to be building your community as strong community. I think women are very good at this. I think men need to start learning to be good at this without having to include alcohol. Like you actually need to build a brotherhood. You need to build a network of people that you can depend on. Because the loneliness pandemic, if you think it's bad now, it's gonna get worse. So if you are very introverted and you don't like being outside and you don't like people, there's no one who understands more than me how that feels. But I think you'll do good at this because you don't have to invite a group of friends over. You can invite one friend and consistently meet someone. You can even rotate them. One person, have dinner with someone every week and form a connection. One of my favorite creators, I think she's getting it, Mpumile Dwaba. She's created Gal Pals. And across the country, there are people in Harare, in Zimbabwe, people in Namibia who are meeting during, I think they were during the weekend, they were doing like some kind of walk of some sort, but building those communities and connecting with like-minded people is what is going to save you in this era that is coming. And I don't want to sound like, a conspiracy theorist or whatever. That has never been me. but it's something I've been thinking about, I've been paying attention, and it's been nagging at me, it's been gnawing at me that no, I need to start taking the community thing very seriously. Even though for a long time I've gotten away with not having a lot of people over at my house because I don't like having so many people in my space. But the time for that is over. You need to start having people around, people you can depend on, people who, and it's not just going to be good for your survival, for your mental health too. It's not a good time to be an island. So if you're middle age and you've got kids, maybe make mom friends. If you don't have kids, find a community, maybe, I don't know, a monk group, find a singles group, find any kind of group where you guys have a common interest, whether it's running, whether it's being a parent, whether it's building a business of some sort. Do that, because the time of being an island is over. You need to be in community. Churches, you're up. And I say this as a PK, and I've been around church people all my life, and I know how problematic church people can be. So I know. I know. You can tell me all the things. I know all the things. I know all the drama. But church people, you're up. Church is not just going to be a place where you show up, you sing, you leave. It's going to be a refuge for a lot of people. It's going to be a place where people run to for for healing, and not just physically, but like spiritually and mentally. This is where, and don't make it weird, ne? Make it normal, man. Um, they're what people call home cells and life groups, and um, I forgot what other churches call them, but I believe that this is the time to like press in further with those groups and those communities, because it's needed now more than ever. In the next week, I'm going to like mention the other things which I feel strongly about that you need to be building brick by brick. Community is one of them. If you're someone who just is not interested in making friends, I think I suggest you learn how to make friends. This is not the time to act like you don't need anyone. You were mentally, psychologically built to be in community. So start prioritizing that. Have dinner with your friends. Have lunch with your friends. Go take a walk with your friends. Learn how to make friends. If anything, if you need to read a book about it, if you need to watch a YouTube video about it, about how to have a meaningful conversation and create connection, do that. And if anything, if you don't know what you should lead with, one, learn people's names. Don't forget people's names. Address them by their names. Two, be more interested in them more than you want people to feel like you are the interesting person. So learn people's names, remember their names, address them by their names, and be interested in people more than you want people to find you interesting. So those are my top 2 tips, because I think, for one, have become a very good conversationalist over the years. Am I not sure now? But trust me, I think I am. I've become very good at it. But if you don't take anything else from this video, is that you learn people's names and address them by their names. There's something psychological about when someone calls you by your name. People's names like are, it's like a sweet sound to them. If you call someone by their name, it's like you took the time to remember, took the time to address them by their names. Build community, brick by brick. Get prepared. We're not ready for what is coming, but we can get ready. So build community.